I got my spot. Of course, it's not my spot. It's whoever shows up first. So this is where a camper was parked the last time I went in. Actually, it was over there. And well, they're gone. And we're here for just 2 days. Tomorrow morning, I'll be going in and setting up a tree stand. Because I'm hunting the early season, September 1st, I'll be here 2 days before the season starts just to try to get this spot. But if I don't get this spot, there's a spot right through there that I'm pretty sure I can get. Yeah, since I'm hunting the early season and I got a busy fall, I'm gonna shoot a cow. First perfect shot I get. Of course, I don't know, it always happens. I got so many elk on camera. I'm assuming I'll have more tomorrow when I go in and pull all the SD cards. But that's the plan. I gotta pack in a huge steel ladder tree stand. It'll be fun. Just got here, I don't know, 10-15 minutes ago. Got everything leveled and set up. Probably will have a little campfire tonight. Got a little fire pit here. We just had a little bit of a sprinkle. Looks like we got blue sky and serious rain clouds all above us. But this will be nice if I can secure this area here for hunting season. A lot of people come here. Whew, that's heavy. So I've shot an elk, a bull elk, out of this tree stand in 2016. You would think I would have gotten a lighter tree stand by now, or something a little bit different. Maybe I'm just a glutton for punishment. It's pretty heavy, not as heavy. I honestly don't know how heavy it is. It's pretty freaking heavy though. So I'm just gonna take my time getting in there. I don't want to injure myself. Let's go slow, get this thing up, and then go swap out all those SD cards. Alright, first real break of the pack in. It's not that bad. It's funny when you take this thing off, because I had so much weight on my shoulders, my arms kept floating up like this. It's kind of funny. But so far this Kuiu pack, I've done just an 8-mile day hike with it, with about 20 pounds in it. And right now I've got the tree stand, got 2 liters of water, a raincoat, multi-tool SD cards, first aid survival kit, and some other odds and ends in there, and of course my 2 GPSs. This one here is for texting. That's all I use this for, is for texting. And that one over there has all the waypoints. It would be nice if they could combine the two. That one there has got my Onyx maps, and it's pretty decent. It's the 64ST. I've had that for several years, and I've had this for, this will be my second year. I've had it for about 1 full year, and it works pretty good. It syncs to your cell phone via Bluetooth, and then you can just text from your phone. Goes to this, and then out of here to outer space back to Garmin, and Garmin turns it into an SMS message and sends it to emails or phones. It does some other stuff too, but that's all I really use it for. Another thing I'm always carrying is the Taurus titanium tracker, chambered in 357 Magnum, and I carry 7 extra rounds over here in this pouch here. I also got a sandwich and some trail mix in the pack. Alright, break time's over. Let's get this thing on again. So it definitely looks like someone's been back here with a chainsaw since I was here last, which was about 3 weeks ago maybe, because I had to crawl through over all this stuff here last time. That's not what you want to see. You don't want to see, oh geez, people in here maintaining this trail with a chainsaw. That means there's going to be people back here. It does make getting this tree stand easier, getting it back in here easier. Oh well. Here's another one that used to go across fresh sawdust. Makes it pretty easy for me. Another one. So the water is down about a foot, maybe a little more than a foot, maybe 16 inches. You can see this year's water line on some of these logs. I'm going to zoom in across the pond there. You can kind of get an idea of where they're going. Right there is the spot I'm leaning my tree stand up against. There's actually a pretty worn trail right in front of it. But got one camera over here somewhere and one camera right over there. We put the pack down and go turn those off. Turn those off so it's not recording me. Got the tree stand all unloaded. First thing I did was get the backpack situated again, and it's quite easy and very fast to get that all reassembled, the backpack. Now this is a pretty tall tree stand. It's 1, 2, 3 sections of ladder and the 4th section up there. And well, I'm gonna put it together and then I'll show you how I get it up there. It's entertaining. This is pretty awesome. So where was he? The bull was, I think he was right in between those two trees. and I shot him right there. He ran back in ways and stopped. I got a little too anxious because it was getting real dark, and I just wanted to find blood. I told myself, just go see what type of blood you're working with. So I went in and bumped him, and then I found a lot of blood, and I said, oh, I gotta follow it. And then I bumped him again, and he was spinning around, and then I was like, no. It has started getting thicker and thicker. I said, okay, I gotta get out. So I went up to the top of that hill there, called my dad, and then I hiked out. It was pitch black by then, and he drove, I don't know, across the country and met me here at 7 a.m. and we came in and found him maybe 150 yards, well, from right in there. So about, I want to say he went 200 yards, but he died real quick. I mean, I got pictures on my Instagram of the buckets of blood, and I set my bow down for a size reference. But there's beds. These are all elk beds right here. I've got a camera right there. This is the one you've probably seen the most action on. There is a ton. They like to bed, they run around, and it faces this way. So a lot of those camera shots you can see all the way down into here, the elk coming this way in the morning. So I'm going to try to get in this tree stand at like 4:30 in the morning, maybe even earlier. It's pretty comfortable up here. I mean, I got cushy armrests. I got these little pocket things that the previous owner put on here. And my shot is going to be sitting. I don't know if you guys can really see. See, I'm in here. I don't have a harness on yet. When I come back to hunt, I will have a nice, because it's all about getting to the edge of the seat. And this is my bow arm, and I've got a lot of room back here. So I've got all out to here, but my main shot, if possible, that's 15 yards to those beds right there. And all I need is one cow to come through and stop, and that's it. I do have the one somewhat raghorn. He's a small 5x5 in velvet the last time I saw him, because I have not checked any of these cameras in 3 to 4 weeks. So the last time I saw him was probably over a month ago, which would be middle to the second half of July. I don't know how much they grow after that. I know the younger ones keep growing. The older ones stop growing sooner, but they also start growing almost right after they shed their antlers. But I am really, really, really excited. This is so comfortable, this spot here. The only big challenge is going to be the wind in the morning, because that's the uphill, and air falls when it's cold. And even though this whole area here is flat, there won't be any thermals going on, and it's going to come this way. And that's the direction the elk come from. Now if I get lucky and have a wind even coming at me from any direction, that's probably all I really need. In the evening, I found it just depends. If there's cloud cover and it cools down faster, the thermals stop, and you know, that half hour before last light, that's when the air starts drifting downhill. But I'm gonna get down out of here, and I got 6 cameras to go swap the SD cards out of. I am gonna leave this one here. This one here has got to stay. There's one over here. It's a cutty back that I do not like. It just takes weird photos. Like, it's super sensitive, even on its least sensitive setting. I'm going to put that one in the pack, and I don't know where I'm going to put it. I may put it down further, down this whole little run of the beaver pond, so that when I come back opening day, I'll grab it and swap it out and get a better idea of what time of day they're leaving the beaver pond and what time of day they're coming back in through here, because they're definitely revisiting this area in the morning and in the evenings. Okay, I'm on the edge of the beaver pond that I haven't taken you on. The tree stand is up there, and I usually come in walking on that side. And I don't want to be over here too much trouncing around, spreading my scent around, but I just wanted you guys to see all these tracks here, and more so right in there, all along that little shoreline there. So what I did is I crept back up into these woods here, came down, and I want to put a camera like right in here. Alright, there it is. Cleared some of the branches out of the way, so hopefully it doesn't get triggered by the wind, but everybody knows that's just part of trail cameras. So it can see, it's not pointed right there at the water, but oh well. I'm running out of time. I've got about an hour and 15 minutes to make it back. This here is a potential tree stand. Actually, that one there is a potential tree stand. Looks a little bit thicker than the other one. I'm back at the ditch. It's crazy, this ditch here. It is perfectly cut into the side of all these mountains at like a very little elevation fall, and this is how they move water through the mountains. It zigzags around them. It's kind of crazy. Something that's interesting about my camp spot is people like to carve into the tree when they were here and what they got. So we have DJ in 2017, and I mean there's 04, 07, 05, 06, 08. I've seen this Jeff guy 4x4. I'll show you the other tree here. Some of them are old, you can't even read them anymore. But when I was saying that people shoot these small bulls all the time, I got Dan. This must be Dan's tree, because Dan was here in 02 and got a 4x4. Dan was here in 05 and got a 4x4. We have Dan killed something. We got a 4x4. And I don't know if that says another ELK. So the guys that are parking here and going back and hunting are not letting the small ones pass. They are, if it's got horns, they're shooting it. So that's kind of the reason that this place doesn't have any bulls, like large bulls. Another one, 4x4, something something. It's crazy. I mean, that's a big aspen tree right there. So 4x4 is what everybody's shooting. Does this one say anything? What is that? I don't know. Kind of freaky. So I'm just out driving around some other Forest Service roads, and this is the sheep herders setup that I saw 2 years ago. There's a chimney in there. Who knows where he is or where the sheep are, but that's what the guy lives out of. I don't know how he tows it or what, but that's it.